Sorry. Okay. There was also a time when I was in college and nagbaha in school. Honestly, I was excited more than worried because finally I can stay overnight without a maid with me. But when I called the house, imagine, gusto mag-rent ng truck para lang sunduin ako sa school. There was also a time na Papa is so sweet. Every morning, he would fix the cars na nakaharap and check all the engines and tires and make sure na full tank lahat. Yes, up until nag-work na kami ni Marty nun. So that we will not have a hard time fixing it. Papa would often bring me with him when he goes to restaurants to shop. From elementary until college, sinasama niya talaga ako. I remember when Papa bought me my very first Ferragamo shoes. Actually, it's still with me up to now. Hindi pa rin siya nasisira, kaya hindi rin siya napalitan. I think it was a year or two bago namin sinabi kay Mami kasi for sure magwawala siya dahil mahal. Yes, kakampi ko talaga si Papa dyan. There was also a time that I lost my security blanket, or I call it lampin. I was so mad. I think I was in college then. I was having tantrums in the house. Kakahiya to. And Papa asked our yaya, si Dadang, what happened. Yaya Dadang answered as if so sure that Papa would just disregard my tantrums, said, "Hay nako nung, ang lampi niya kasi nawawala." And to her surprise, Papa got so mad, and said that they do everything to find it because I cannot sleep without that. Talk about being spoiled, diba? Another memorable time that I would like to share, I think, this happened a couple of years back. I forgot what was the reason then. Basta I was quiet for days, feeling bad about something, stopped eating with them from work, I would just lock myself in the room. On the third day, Papa with Mom knocked on my door, and then Papa sat beside me and said with tears in his eyes, "Binky, alam mo naman na mahal kita. Lahat ng ginagawa ko para sa'yo, para sa inyo. Ayoko na malulungkot ka." I guess the best reason why I really should be called Papa's girl is also that I have so much in common with Papa. Believe it or not, totoo yun. We sleep the same way. 1 or 2 positions lang hanggang umaga. We eat the same way. We like to have variety all in one plate. Very organized. Likes to put labels and everything. We love the same songs, or maybe I just grew up with it, kaya gusto ko yung mga old-time favorites. We like having coffee while listening to music and chatting with friends. We both like gata and durian. We like to dip bread in coffee. Tapos first thing we do when we wake up is gargle or brush our teeth. Favorite niya kasing astringosol. We pack the same way when we travel. Knows exactly where we place things. We love to watch the same shows like Travel and Leisure, pero sila ni Marty basketball at saka boxing. We can sleep right away, as in less than 10 minutes tulog. And maybe, sabi ng iba, mana rin ako sa kanya, late siya nag-asawa. O, diba, Papa's girl? Papa was a good provider. He gave me all that we need as a family. And a lot of times, even my wants, he would give. Basta kaya niya. One was a gift he gave me and Marty before Marty's wedding. Kailangan ko lang itong ikwento. Before Marty's wedding, he called me, sabi niya, "Binky, I want to give Marty something na masusuot niya." It was a watch. Tapos, sabi ko, "O sige pa, hanap tayo." Nung naghahanap, nung nakahanap na ako, sabi niya, "O, tingin mo magugustuhan ni Marty yan?" Sabi ko, "Oo pa, magugustuhan niya." Sabi ko pa, nagdrama ako niya, umiiyak ako. Sabi niya, "O, bakit parang umiiyak ka?" "Pa, buti pa si Marty, may asawa na may relo pa." Sabi ko, ako pag mag-aasawa ka, baka hindi na ako surilo nun. So, syempre, sabi niya, sige, sumabit ka na rin. Ikaw talaga? Tapos si Mami, hindi siya she wasn't so, parang yung yung nag-yes agad. Pero sabi niya, sige na, ako na bahala sa Mami mo. Sumabit talaga ako. Papa never spanked me, never laid his hand on me. Papa used his hands only to embrace and to hold my hand and only to guide me nung maliit pa ako. But despite the fact that he spoiled me and Marty, I am proud to tell you that Papa raised us well. He was a good example of traits I practice up to now. It was with Papa that I first learned about giving. I remember going home to the province Aluran. He would give out money to children, adults, both adults and old people in 20s, 50s, and 100. He would do this yearly. I think until I was in high school or college. Even during Christmas pala, I just learned recently from my Tito Ernie that he would do that. I guess maliit pa ako noon, kaya ang naka-witness yung panganay niyang anak, si Tito Ernie. But there's also one specific trait that I learned from Papa that up to now I hold true in my heart and try to live it. It is called, in Bisaya, ikog. I really don't know kung ano ang English counterpart nun. And I always ask si Auntie Ipen kung ano ba yun kasi I always hear Papa say that. It's more than being considerate. Papa will always think of how other people would feel. He was a very selfless man. One of the things I'm very proud of my Papa is this. If you notice, Papa is the eldest in a brood of 6 or 7. Seven. He's the eldest, but his youngest son, my brother, si Marty, is the youngest apo. Yes, my Papa got married very late. To others, that is a disadvantage because of the generation gap. But for me, that is something I will forever be proud of my dad. He wanted to work first to have money to send his brothers and sisters to school. From the province, plowing the rice fields, he gathered all his courage para makipagsapalaran sa Manila. He was a working student. Classes in the evening ba ma? Evening and worked as a janitor in the morning. He rose from the ranks. He did not only stop in sending his siblings to school, as you heard kanina, he also willingly agreed to send some of his nieces and nephews to college. I think shinare kanina ni Ate Vicky. So I grew up in a house full of people because Papa opened our West Triangle home to relatives and friends. But Papa to me, Marty and Mom is an example of unconditional love. Wait lang. Kaya ko to. Bawal kasi talaga ako umiyak. Alam niya ng mga kaibigan ko, pumapangit ako eh. Yan ang worry nila actually. I could give you stories upon of how he would show his love for us in unique and not so mushy way. Baka lang abutin tayo ng 2 days. Ayaw ni Marty yun. Meron pa siyang sunod na sasabihin. The Bible teaches us the importance of family. To always put the family first. That's our first ministry work, is our own families. It is with Papa that I first saw and experienced putting your family first before anything. We are Papa's first love, inspiration, and only source of joy. Kaya ko to. One classic example is that Papa never wanted to travel without me or Marty. Kailangan, lagi kaming kasama. Siyempre, buo as a family. He made sure that despite our busy schedules, we will have time to eat together. We will have to eat together in the house at least, but made sure that we eat out as a family once a week and all